welcome to The Sims 2. Today I want to introduce you to our royal households that we have in The Sims 2. So we're going to start off with Austria because I want to show you the new palace that I constructed and the family that lives inside. And then I'll show you the Palace of Versailles, which I've been talking about for ages. But today we're going to get there. Today I'm going to show you what is going to happen. So here we are. You can already see the Palace of Schönbrunn. I think it's called Schönbrunn. It's just here. House of Habsburg. And we'll just get a bit closer to it. It's in a really awkward position. I'll probably try and move it so we can get a better view on it. Put it there. Okay, so this is the Palace of Schönbrunn. The actual lot is called Schönbrunn, I believe. Yeah, it is. So this is the royal family. We have Maria Theresa, just here. We have Francis Stephen. We have Maria Antonio Josefa. We have her sister Maria Carolina. We have Leopold, and we have Francis. And I don't know who this is, I've forgotten her name, but this is their palace, and it's interesting. Now I'll just go to the main menu, and I'll take a look at the Palace of Versailles, which surprisingly is not in the town of Versailles, it is in the town of Paris, city of Paris. I called it Paris by accident. And here is my imperial family, which I'm moving in, but here, I'll just show you them. Then these aren't going to be part of the game, but that's pronounced Descharzenay, by the way. So this family isn't actually going to be a part of our gameplay, but they have an imperial palace in the game, and it's enormous, as you can see. This is their chapel royal in the middle, and I'll just show you the family. So we have Maria Carolina, we have the husband, who is called Monifique, and their three daughters, and the heir to the throne, which is just there, the little Dauphin. So, we're going to go to the city of Paris now, because this is where our new gameplay is going to be. It's going to be interesting. I'm actually holding the camera with my hand, so excuse the wobbliness. But yes, this is our newly completed Palace of Versailles just here. And as you can see, it's much modernised from the last palaces that I built. Has more sort of different details, and we're going to play Capet Bourbon, as you can see. So yes, we're in the 18th century side to the royal family. So we have Marie Antoinette, we have Louis XVI, we have the Dauphin, Louis Philippe, and we have Princess de Lamballe and her made-up sister, a completely fictional sister, who is called Jean Poisson. Now I needed two of them because they share a little apartment in the palace, and I wanted two female courtiers, so we have those living here. One quick thing, the Queen is wearing blue because that was the royal colour of the day, so was the King, and the two aristocratic ladies either side are wearing red, and they also wear veils on their heads as well, because it's supposed to symbolise that they are of different rank. She's got a crown on as well, you'll see in a minute. And this is the royal family. So at the moment the Queen is pregnant once again. The King and the Queen haven't actually had intercourse yet. I usually cheat to get her pregnant. This is her bedroom at the Palace of Versailles. I'll just try and put the walls up so you can see better inside. So yeah, this is them slow dancing here, and we have the Chamber Royale. Let's go. I want to show you the different parts of the palace. So over here we have the apartments of the Princess Lamballe and Jean Poisson. This is their apartment just here, so they share this bed together. Sorry, is being a bit of a dick. So they share this apartment just here. It's very small. It's supposed to symbolise how the aristocracy lived at Versailles. They had very small, poky rooms to which they had to do their best with. And the reason it has 2 doors is because each door is open to each sister. Excuse the beeping, that's the washing machine. So yeah, this is their little study, this is their bedroom, and then there's another apartment just next door. Downstairs we have the apartments of the Dauphin, which aren't completely furnished. They're just these 2 rooms at the moment. Upstairs, who is that outside? Am I recording? That's Jean Passant. There's loads of bugs outside, which is disgusting, but never mind. So yeah, we have the apartments of the Dauphin. Upstairs, these are the apartments of the Queen. Put the walls up. So, this apartment belongs to the Queen herself. So this is her bedroom. This is her audience chamber. This is her dining room. This is her ballroom. And this is her private staircase. And if we even have a look inside the palace, you can also see her private rooms, which are her small cabinets just here. So, she's got a bathroom. In there is her toilet. This is one of her cabinets just here, with the mirrors around the side. And then we also have her sort of fun room with her piano and just various decoration. Also, I don't even have a kitchen in the palace. How they get their food is from these things around the palace, because there's no kitchens. You can't expect a royal to cook for themselves, so I've left these things around the place. And when the way I feed the courtiers is by this table just here, where they come and grab their various, dishes and that kind of thing. The reason the King's Chamber, the reason the King's Chamber isn't furnished is because Louis XVI lives in this little apartment just here. These are his bathrooms. He also has a bedroom and a library. And his son, the little Dauphin Louis Philippe, is very interested. He's studying mechanical, just like his father, because his father loved clocks and that kind of thing, and locks. So yes, the Queen is pregnant with the King. They're slow dancing for some reason. I don't know why. So what I'm doing at the moment is the King and the Queen, they live in separate rooms, separate apartments. But every morning I get the Queen to, change her clothes in front of the female courtiers. And that's what happened at the Palace of Versailles. So she basically does her levee ceremony every morning, and the 2 courtiers, the 2 female courtiers, just stand here and chat. And then once the Queen is dressed, they sort of charm her, because that was the way to get ahead at court. Yeah, there's not a lot to say. It's a bin that's been tipped over out there. It's disgusting. But yeah, this is more or less our royal household that we're going to be playing with. Because yeah, this is the Hall of Mirrors. And yeah, there's not a lot to say. So we're going to get the King to study. He's been slow dancing with the Queen for ages, so we'll stop that. He can go to his apartments and study mechanical. Good. Okay, so he's going to go and study mechanical now. The Queen, I don't know what she's doing. That's not the Queen, that is Antoine François, who is the Princess Lombard. So yeah, he's just going to go and do his own thing. The Queen is pregnant, so I might speed up her pregnancy. I hope it's a girl. They're all sick with the flu at the moment, because I foolishly left them outside after like 10 o'clock, and they were ill. So yeah, this is Marie Antoinette's library, which she barely even uses. This is a bathroom. She's got her sort of inner chamber here where she just sort of chills out. And then this is her entertainment room, just here. And this is her kind of dining room where the aristocracy would sit and watch the Queen and the King eat. There's also these two seats here for their two children, the Dauphin and the Dauphine. So yeah, the Queen, I don't know what she's doing. She's going to grab a plate of gelatin. She shouldn't really be going there. She should be going in her apartment, just here. So what I was thinking of doing was getting rid of the current royal family here, and sort of starting from the bottom. So, for instance, I would have Louis XV living here, and then I would have his wife, Mary Lesinska, and then I would move Marie Antoinette from the other household that I just showed you to this place. So basically, they would be bringing over the Dauphine, sorry. Put the walls up. I was intending for this series to be more interesting, but it's not at the moment. I'm sorry, I do apologise. So yeah, this is the Queen eating her dinner. The King should be studying in his apartment, which he is. Oh, and the Princess de Lamballe is in there as well. That's very unusual. She's sitting in his, throne, so that's really weird. I don't really think she should be doing that. I'm going to get her into her apartment, and then she can play on the piano. Well, they did have a piano in their apartment. It's not in there anymore. She can study in her own little apartment because, yeah, she just will. So yeah, we'll get her to write a diary in her apartment. So yeah, we're just going to follow Princess de Lamballe to her apartment. I only built this palace yesterday, so there's not a lot really going on. This is the Queen's private staircase in the palace. There isn't actually going to be a revolution in the game. There isn't. There's just going to be it's just going to be like the royal household is just going to continue on. I don't feel as I should have to. What is he doing? Bloody, he's like standing outside. Oh, he needs a wash. Oh god, okay. We'll get him to go and have a bath in the king's private rooms. You can go and take a bath in the royal bathtub. The king's bathtub. Because he's filthy, and I don't know what she is doing, but she seems to be sitting there writing her diary in the middle of the hallway, which I don't like. I want to get her into her apartment first, and then she can write her diary. It's very annoying. She's here. Write a diary. There we go. See, I want her to be in her private space. Let's find the Queen. She's in bed. She shouldn't really be in bed in the middle of the day, but never mind. I've got one of these cheat things here, and you click on it. Orlando. And she can have her pregnancy sped up because I want her to Orlando Bettino. Oh my god, I've had the camera like that for ages, I'm sorry. Orlando Bettino. That's that boy's name over there. He's the friend of Louis Philippe that he's brought home. He's saying it's late and it's 7 o'clock, so that's a bit okay. So, what to do now? There's like filth outside, it's so dirty. They need to get a maid as well, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a phone in. Which is revolutionary for a place like this, because obviously there were no such thing as phones, so just gonna squeeze one in here. What they need is what they need is a kind of like a bug extinguisher guy, and they also need a maid, because what's going on now is, oh my god, she's pregnant. She's getting bigger. So I just want her to phone up the maid, because we need a maid. The palace is filthy. Service. She's coming, I think. Yes, she's on her way. She's here.